Hello, hello, welcome back. Today we are going through a mobility and stretch routine from head to toe. I do have a chair here for one of our stretches. If you don't have a chair available, you could use a desk or a countertop. Also, you could use a bookshelf if you needed to, but I'm going to use the chair today for the example. So let's get into it. First, I want to get our heart rate up a little bit with some butt kickers. So just bring those heels towards the glutes. Start connecting your breath with your movement. Always a good idea to get your heart rate up just a little bit before you start any stretch routine. A couple more here. 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees up towards the chest. Again, idea here is just to get our heart rate up just a bit before we start to get mobile and stretch. Couple more here, and then we'll go into some arm circles. Keep our arms up overhead. Again, getting that heart rate up. 3, 2, and 1. Big circles to the front. Again, starting to really get connected with that breath. A few more here. 3, 2, and 1. Big circles to the back. Anytime I'm getting ready to stretch, I kind of just let my body flow freely. So you'll notice I've got just a little kind of front and back step going here. That's what my body needs to do right now. Some people find themselves kind of stepping side to side. Listen to your body. 3, 2, and 1. All right, got a little raise in my heart rate. I'm gonna start off with a chair right here to get a stretch and some mobility in my shoulders. So I'm just a few feet away from the chair. I'm placing my arms directly on the back of the chair. I'm gonna drop my head down. I feel cracks all across the back here. I also feel a stretch in the back of my legs, pressing my palms down into that chair. Come up to standing, halfway, and right back down into that stretch. Remember, mobility is lengthening of the muscles and moving through the range of motion. Flexibility is when we get into the lengthening and hold it there static. So we're getting a little bit of mobility and flexibility here. Drop that head down. Back up to standing. On this second round, take one arm up and reach it through. I'm reaching all the way to the other side of my foot. Drop that head down. Back up to standing. Reach my opposite arm up. Arm extended. Reach to the outside of this foot. A little twist here. Good, and back up to standing. Continue with mobility in the shoulders. Bring your arms out to the sides like a scarecrow. Rotate up and rotate back. If you have any challenges with mobility in your shoulder, this particular move is gonna let you know. So palms face back and away, and then rotate up. I've had a long recovery from a shoulder injury on my left arm, and so these moves are a must. I feel a little tightness and tension in my left arm, and I push through and rotate back up to standing. Good. Or back up to the front. A couple more here. Full range of motion all the way back. Good. To the front. Let's shake that out. Let's take ourselves down to the floor in a seated position. So we'll start with left leg, or either leg is extended. I've got one foot tucked in to the front. From this position, I'm going to reach my hands straight up and then twist right over that knee. So drop that head down towards the knee. Good. Use the strength of your abs. Try to keep that hip flat on the ground, back up to seated. Reach back over that knee. As you exhale, you reach deeper into that stretch. Try to keep those hips on the ground. Use the strength of your back and your abs. Come back up. Good, and last time, reach over that knee. Drop the head. Breath in, use the strength of your back. Press your hips into the ground. Good, lift the arms up. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So leg is extended, arms come up, turn at the waist, reach across that hip, across that knee. Good, use the strength of your back, press your hips into your mat, come up, pivot at that waist, turn at the waist, extend over the hip. Inhale, use the strength of your back. Good. Twist and drop. So again, with mobility, you're thinking about getting into a stretch, and rather than holding it static for 30 seconds or so, we're using our strength to get up and out of that stretch as well. Go ahead and come onto your back. So let's lie flat. Left ankle comes onto the right knee. Some of you are going to feel this immediately from this position. Others may need to bring the knee up towards the chest, and then others also might interlace and pull in for that deep hip stretch here. Back is flat. With each exhale, you bring that knee in just a little closer to the chest. Try to keep that back flat on your mat. Slowly drop your heel. Go ahead and switch legs. So ankle comes onto the knee. Some folks might feel the stretch right here. Others might just bring your foot off the ground, and then others might pull that knee in towards the chest. Good. A few more seconds here. Feel free to wiggle, listen to your body. Drop that heel down when you're ready. Go ahead and cross your ankle over the knee once more. Let both of your knees fall over to the right side. So I've got my left ankle on my right knee. I'm letting both legs fall over to the right. Hello, lower back stretch. Once you get into this position, really think about surrendering. Let your hips fall to that side. And once you're in that position, you can bring your arms out to a T. And if you're able to, you can bring both arms across the body. As soon as I twist, I feel that in deepest part of my lower back. Good, arms back out to a T. Using the strength of your abs, bring your knees back up to center and switch sides. So I've got the left ankle on the right knee. Now I'm letting both knees fall over to the left side. Arms out to a T. Oh, there went a nice little crack in my lower back, little pop. And from this position, if you're able to, you can bring those arms across the body. Again, as soon as I reach across with that twist, feel a nice stretch in the lower back. Let those knees drop to the side. Using the strength of your abs, you'll bring yourself back to center. Go ahead and switch knees. Both knees come, or bring your knees back both flat. Both knees come into the chest. We rock. Stretch on that lower back. Massage on that back. All the way up to the shoulders. here. Put yourself up in a seated position. Let's flip over into tabletop. From our tabletop position, we're going to let our knees fall out wide and sit back into a child's pose. Reach those hands out in front, drop the head down to your mat, and then pull yourself forward. Keep your knees wide, chest comes up, hips go down towards your mat. Listen to your body, push back into child's pose. Getting some range of motion and stretch in the shoulders. And then drop those hips, chest stays up. Push back into child's pose. Good. Drop those hips. This is preparing us for a frog stretch. A couple more here. Push forward. Now, for those of you who are ready, you're going to push yourself forward, bring your feet out wide, and then drop your hips back into frog. Now you might find yourself just right here in this position halfway. And for those of you who have a little more flexibility, you're gonna let your knees fall out even wider. This is the ultimate hip stretch. My cameraman is watching me. From this position, you can rock forward and backwards. Listen to your body. Hip opening stretches are the creme de la creme. Good, push back, hold it right there. Push yourself forward, bring those heels together, slide your knees up, find yourself right back into tabletop. From this position, bring the right arm up, thread it through, and from here, we're going forward and backwards. So massage essentially of that shoulder blade. My palm is flat on the ground. And I'm stretching forward and backwards, moving that shoulder blade. A few more seconds here. A few more passes of the stretch. Come back up to tabletop. Reach that left arm up, thread through, so palm is facing up, and then I'm moving forward and backwards. My arm stays stationary. I'm moving across that shoulder blade. You might find a spot that really needs your attention. Good. Again, mobility is getting that lengthened or stretched position and then moving it through a range of motion. So we've got a little bit of stretch and a little bit of mobility here. And back to center. I'm actually going to turn and face towards you. So still in tabletop, flip your palm over on one hand and then flip your palm over on the other. Alternating here. Palm, oh, that feels amazing. Turn both palms towards you. Oh, sit back into that stretch. This is one that you just might not think you need until you get into that position. Sit back onto those feet if you're able to. If you're not able to, this is letting you know that we've got a lot of tension in the knees. From this position, I want you to sit up nice and tall. Drop your glutes down towards your heels. Stretch the front of those legs. stopping blood flow, pausing, I should say, restricting really blood flow. We're not stopping our blood flow, but we're restricting blood flow towards those calves and shins. Drop those hips down. This is the stretch. Couple seconds more. Get ready to swing those legs around. Cross feet here. Sitting up nice and tall. One hand to the right. Opposite hand reaches up. Across the ribs. Same thing on the other side. Just a little bit of intentional stretch and mobility makes such a difference. Back to center. Right ear to right shoulder. Good, left ear to left shoulder. Interlace those fingers in front, press palms away, round the back. Reverse that stretch, interlace fingers behind you, lift the chest, lift the arms. Hands are right down at your sides or onto your knees. One hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Thanking our body for everything that it could do. Noticing the things that we had a challenge moving through. Being grateful for being able to move today.